Hi guys, it's Maria here. Welcome back to my channel. So, how are you doing? Hopefully everything's okay. It's Monday today, my day off, but I decided to film some videos for you because I just wanted to share something. So, as you can see by the title of this video, today we are talking about tips on balance. And guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm a first soloist with the Mariinsky Theater in St. Petersburg, Russia, and a professional ballet dancer, ballerina. And just let's talk about balance for a little bit. I think, in my personal opinion, it's really key. It's one of the most important factors that make audience impressed by your dancing, and the ability to hold the beautiful position on point on one leg without any support is what's going to take your dancing to another level. And I think it takes a lot of training and it takes a lot of control and stability to really be able to hold the position and to make it beautiful, because sometimes I feel like in a rehearsal studio, especially on stage, it's very difficult, I find, for me personally, because in a rehearsal studio it can work during a rehearsal of some ballet, it can also work, but whenever you step on stage, it is really, the nerves mixing in, the tired body, and like the audience, and something about the magic of the stage is really just taking the balance from you. So I think it is really crucial to train your balance and to know what you are doing when you are trying to balance. So today I'm going to share my favorite tips and what I am personally thinking whenever I'm training my balance, whenever I'm working on it, and just hopefully it will be helpful for you guys. And without the further ado, let's get into the video. So tip number 1 is to stay on your shoulder blade. I know it sounds a little bit strange, but it is one of the most important things for me. So for example, if you're balancing on passe, you have to think about putting the standing side shoulder blade down and to really just think about centering it, of course, on your leg, but centering it around your shoulder blade and like pushing it down so that you feel your standing side. And this really does apply to all kinds of balances. Like on passe, you feel a little bit putting your shoulder blade a little bit down, and this is going to make you feel your standing side, the supporting side, and kind of balance better. And in balances in attitude, for example, as well, or in arabesque, just put it a little bit down and to the back, and this is going to make you feel the standing side and really just like center your body right, if that makes any sense. And for example, the balances in à la seconde as well, we are not doing this, we are putting the shoulder blade down and a little bit to the back to kind of make an opposition between the working side and the standing side, and like this, putting the side down, we are going to be able to balance. Tip number 2 is to pull the stomach in and pull up. So what I mean by this is really often I find myself in an arabesque or an attitude doing this and trying to balance. This is a very wobbly position in my opinion, like really rounding the stomach, rounding the chest, and this is very, very unstable. It's much better and much stable to do it like this, to pull the abs in, to close the ribs, and to really pull up, like something is pulling you up through the stomach and through your head, and really just trying to pull up on your hip through your stomach and really balancing, finding your balance in this position. This of course applies to all balancing position, and especially passe in the pirouettes, because balance is not only about like holding the position, but balance, we need a lot of balance in pirouettes, we need a lot of balance like in every ballet step. So for example, in passe, we are not doing this, right? We are not going to the sides, we are just pulling up from here and really feeling our abs. Remember doing workouts, ab workouts? So they're not unnecessary, they're very useful for ballet. So really pull your abs in and really hold them and close the rib cage, but the chest goes a little bit like to the skies diagonally and up, and really pulling up here. And this is another factor that's going to help balancing and just like finding your center. So never do this, and really engage your core, and this really helps me anyway. So tip number 3 is to turn out both sides. So this might seem as a very obvious one, but we don't really pay a lot of attention to it. I feel like during our daily exercises, we are so used to hearing turn out your foot, turn out your leg, so that we don't really pay a very close attention to it. So what I mean by this is that you not only like turn out and just forget about it, but during your balance, during balancing, you really think about constantly turning out your standing side and turning out your working side. And this is going to engage your muscles, and what holds our balance, muscles hold our balance. So it's going to engage your muscles and make them work and make them support you even more. So you've engaged your core in the previous tip, now you're engaging your leg muscles and your butt muscles, your thigh muscles, and they are really holding you. And turn out your legs and even pull up, like don't just turn out flat, but like turn out in a spiral, if you know what I mean. So like turn out and pull up at the same time. And for the arabesque as well, like the turnout in the standing side, in the supporting side is very important. Like this is an unstable position, but if you pull up and turn out and open the hip, it's going to make it very like straight and stable, and you're going to be able to make the position work. So tip number 4 is holding your shoulders, elbows, and back. So this is about the upper body, and it of course needs to be beautiful. But when it is beautiful, the muscles are again engaged and you are feeling your whole body, and that way you are able to balance again. So elbows, of course, don't do this, when the body needs to be strong, it cannot be like wobbly. So elbows are really helping us with it. And in first position, in the third position, very important to engage your arms. In the arabesque, not to do this, but long and beautiful arms with the elbows going to the side, not down. And like attitude, like this position, all of the positions really holding the elbows, and of course pushing the shoulders down. So if the shoulders are up, elbows are drooping. If the shoulders are down, it makes you hold your back, and this is another factor. So the back needs to be wide. We are not doing this. We are trying to really go wide with our elbows and our shoulder blades, and holding the wide back is going to help us balance, if that makes any sense. So very nice position, and pulling up from your stomach, but pushing the shoulders down and shoulder blades down and to the side a little bit, and holding your body in a beautiful position with your arms, because arms are very big helpers for the balance. And for the arabesque, not just thinking about your lower body, but really also helping yourself with the arms and the elbows, like pulling a little bit up, not like this, but just pulling up with the elbows. It's going to make a huge difference. And last but not least, the 5th tip is about the position of your neck. So the neck is really just the finishing touch to the whole position, and this is the correction from my coach at the Mariinsky theater. She always says to imagine like someone is holding something against the very beginning of your neck, the end of your head where my bun is right now, and to hold the neck in a very relaxed and belly-like position, not tensing it up, but just looking a little bit upwards and imagining like the pillow or a pencil against this place. And when you are looking straight, or when you're turning it, a little bit of this position. And not only is it going to make you look more beautiful and more ethereal, but it's only going to finish the whole position. And once you get used to holding this neck in this position, it's going to, at least for me, it works like this. It really triggers all the important points in my body, and it makes me remember about the hips, the turnout, the pulling up, and it is just finishing the position and like circling up all of the corrections. And if you're holding the neck like this, I don't know, it just helps me balance better. So, I don't know, think about it. Maybe you will find it comfortable as well. So yeah, these were all of the tips for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if any of the tips were helpful for you. Let me know what more videos you want to see next on my channel. And give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more ballet related stuff and like fitness. And let me know if you have any ideas about the future videos. And I love you guys very, very much, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.